On and off, you have been traveling 6 years and full time more than a year.
Yeah.
And can you tell a bit about how is it like? Many women are afraid to be solo female on the road. So maybe tell in couple words how it is, and maybe give some tips.
So I do get the point that women are especially afraid to travel alone. But the worst thing that can happen to you is like you get your keys and drive away. That's basically the worst thing. I mean, of course, you can always, worse stuff can happen to you. You can always die, get murdered or whatever, but not in a van. It's like very safe if there's, and you trust your gut feeling. And most of the times you're not alone. So it's really hard actually to be alone. You really need to plan to be alone, especially if you're an open-minded person like me. If I want to be alone, I really need to go to a spot where there's no one. Otherwise, I'll in seconds. Like here, there's so many cool people, and in general, my experience with traveling, I also traveled without the van. Before I lived in Egypt, I lived in South Africa, and always just trust your gut feeling and go and do stuff. And most of the time, there will always be someone who helps you. It's just like the law of the universe.
One pro and one con of living van life.
The biggest pro for me definitely is the freedom. You have a garden. It's actually luxury, pure luxury, because you have the biggest garden in the world, and you have your home with you, and it's the best feeling just to wake up in a place where you already went to bed and listen to the waves or whatever, the birds, and yeah, it just gives the hour more minutes and the day more hours and your life more lifetime. I think traveling and van life is a very safe way of traveling. Actually, it's like you have your home with you. It's a safe travel option actually.
And con?
A con thing is that you can get overwhelmed easily and quick actually, because it's your home, and I love my van more than my flat, to be honest. Actually, I feel more safe and secure here and more happy. But it is a car, so like in order to feel that safety feeling where you can just shut the door and have your room or like have your shower, everything is easy at home with a dishwasher and whatever, this feeling, if you want to have your time by yourself, which I'm extrovert, but I also do need time for myself and by myself, then you need to actively look for it. So you're going to be surrounded by people or cool. So yeah, that's a con. You
Right.
just need to handle it well.
And how do you sustain this lifestyle?
So I work actually. I have a full-time job, and I work 40 hours per week.
Was it difficult to find a remote job?
Not really. So I work in online marketing, and online marketing, most of the things are remote, but I got lucky with my company. But before I left, actually, this is the first time I travel while I'm working full time, 40 hours per week job. Yeah. So I was really stressed and like really afraid. How is it going to be? I don't know. And like, I have to work 8 hours per day, and everyone else is going to like chill and go surfing. And how is it going to be with filling the water and driving and whatever? Let me tell you, all easy. It's actually, if I compare my working, being in my flat, I still have like a room in Hamburg, and sitting there, and it's dark, and then I work, and then a customer calls and he's stressful or like something is annoying. You get stressed, you get sucked into work. It's really hard to find your distance. And then here, if something like this happens, I work, something is stressful, and then I just be like, doesn't really matter. Calm down. Okay, let me do it. Finished. So the thing is, I think it's way easier. It's so much easier than I thought.
And any tip or advice for someone who is not sure?
Maybe rent a van. Like rent a van, try it out first. I think van life is not for everyone. So like you need to actually get used to it. Also get used with the like free parking situation, with filling the water. Like it's a thing you need to get used to on the one hand, and then you will feel more secure and it will be more easy. But also I do believe like it's not for everyone. Like some people need their house and their their comfort zone, and they have, people have different kinds of zones where they feel happy. So like, if it makes you happy, do it, try it out. If it's not for you, like, don't bother about it and try to live someone else's dream, because maybe your dream is something else. So just try things, just do it, just do it. Whatever it is, if it's van life or something else, you know.
And you actually the proof that you don't need a lot of money to start van life,
Totally.
because well, your budget was very low.
Very low. I was lower than low, actually.
So when you started, it was like 3,000.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, I did have to do some repairs for the brakes.
Yeah.
So the van did cost 2,400, and then I had to repair the brakes, so it was like around, so yeah, 2,800 for the van once I got it repaired and everything. And then literally the most expensive thing was the Armaflex, because everybody said you need Armaflex, so I put it. You can see it here, for example, the black thing. That was like 200 euros, and the rest, the old building, it was also beautiful and it worked. It was fine. And I kind of just used some wood to build a bed, and then I had like, I just put like a cupboard from my room, and I started, and then went to the sea and slept in my van. It was like, that's it. You don't need a lot of stuff. You don't even need a water pump. You can just work fine with the canister. And I mean, you need water, of course. You don't even need a battery if you want to start. If you don't work on the road, you don't need a battery. You can use a power bank, you know, charge it while you drive. It's like, people overthink things, and then they think, I need 3 years of building my van, and then I need to save money for 10 years. And no, fuck it, seriously. Just do it. Like, I mean, what? Yeah, the worst thing is that you buy like a really bad car and then it breaks down. But seriously, the worst thing in life is that you die without trying out things and living. That's the worst thing that can happen. Not trying something and it doesn't work.
Yeah. And in the last 5 years, you approximately invested all in all total anyway 5 or 6,000, and now you feel like comfortable. You have battery, you have solar panels, and
so the solar panel was 50 euros, as I said,
yeah.
and actually, at first, we for the electricity, I used like old cables, which was not ideal, so like from other machines and stuff. But now I have like a really nice battery setup, and I would recommend the friend of mine who helped, but like he doesn't want to do that anymore. I got really lucky because like I have no idea about electricity. And we put a lot of securing things, so everything is very safe now, which I'm happy about, because before my battery setup was kind of not safe at all. And this cost total, I think, like 800 euros or something, because 420 for the battery, then Renogy, the Renogy thing, maybe it was 250, or I don't remember.
Energy, I mean DC charger.
From the
DC
yeah. And then, I mean, all the cables also like did cost like 100 euros, like all the little things.
And do you have Instagram account?
I have an Instagram account.
What is the handle?
Right now it's called Van Wild Free, because I'm wild and free and I have a van. So.
All right, thanks for watching. If you want to see Ruth's van full tour, then you can check it right here. And make sure to check out her Instagram account to see all her travels. And see you in the next one. Cheers.